that I do address, which is the part that coincides with the human rights movement, I feel like we are in substantial agreement.
No. I mean, those we can emphatically assert, since you agree, we agree. But of course the interesting thing would be where you disagree and where you say that which you don't take on. But you haven't given an example from the idea of justice as to what
the
is
part
it that
I
you
know I
disagree.
don't take on. The late Iris Marion Young, my dear colleague, always said, Martha, you got to have a theory of political structure. And I said, that's for you to do, Iris. And unfortunately, she didn't live to do that. But in any case, having a theory of what would be the just structure, I actually think that's highly contextual. You know, whether there should be judicial review, whether there should be a bicameral legislature or a unicameral. I think these things are highly historical and contextual.
So I haven't said anything.
No, but I mean that's a part that we might disagree on. But I
We'll need more about that in Washington.
so that's something that I know one would have to talk about in the complete theory of justice that I do not talk about. But that's not what where do you think the disagreements will come? In theories of national security and war?
This makes me go straight to some points that I was going to make towards the end after saying my thing, because I'm sounding a little bit pessimistic whether I'll get there.
Why don't you just finish your thing in order?
You say, at one stage you say that you like theories to be not piecemeal but integrated. And you also say that pursuit of justice should not be incremental. And
no, I didn't say that it should. I said it should be piecemeal, incremental. I mean, that is, I said you shouldn't take a single goal and pursue that incrementally while neglecting its bearing on the other goals that you...
Martha, if you listen to me, can I say what I was saying? Namely, you say that I want an incremental theory of justice, and I do not want that.
I didn't say you wanted it. I raised the question whether somebody might think it would be different because you want that. And my answer to that
and
was
I'm
no.
giving you an answer that I do not.
Right, so then
they should be able to distinguish between certain things not being feasible now does not make you an incrementalist. To give an example, a famously non-incremental theorist called Karl Marx, 1875, Critique of Gotha Program. What's the subject about? He begins with the German Workers' Party wanting distribution according to work, and they think that that's the only way of thinking about equality. He makes the point that distribution according to need would be a different principle and a better principle. Then he comes down to the view that given the incentive incompatibility of distribution according to need, where work is a much easier one to deal with because you get work incentive to people, you may have to be satisfied with distribution according to work. So the conclusion that Marx comes to is that you should accept basically what the German Workers' Party was saying in effect. At the same time, not forget that this is not what we want, and that's where the aspirational question comes in. You have to think about distribution according to need. Now, the fact that you recognize certain things is infeasible at this moment, and that you cannot bring about all the things that you would like to bring about in a society does not make you an incrementalist.
Yeah, I mean, my sense
I'm not discussing whether you...
I said if said that we can only proceed incrementally,
I didn't say that.
then he would be, in my view, wrong, but he doesn't think that. That was what I said.
I didn't say that, and I
so don't impute to me
amazed that anyone could.
Reject.
I'm even amazed that you could entertain the thought that I was saying.
I said, if Sen does think that we do best politically when we proceed piecemeal, thinking only of some particular evil we want to address, then he is mistaken. But he is not mistaken, so by modus tollens, he does not hold the view to which I object.
Then why ask the question?
Well, I had asked, why might anyone think that there is a disagreement? Someone might read you this way, and I do think some people do read you that way. And so it was worth just briefly saying that would be the wrong understanding.
I don't think I've seen being read that way. Not only...
Well, I'm teaching a course on it, and I know how people read book, and I'm just
you're about to
addressing-
teach a course on that, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm already talking with the graduate students about it. And no, I mean, look, all I'm doing is saying that would be a misreading. And if you think it's so much a misreading that no one would actually have that misreading, well, that would be even better. But I think actually some people do have that misreading.
Yeah, but I think...
But anyway, we agree about what the correct reading is, so isn't that a good thing?
Can I ask you a procedural question? You know, you've been trying to get points. There are a lot of people out there with views of one kind or another and questions, and it'd be nice to give them a chance to ask questions. Because
I think
know
that
you have
would be
other
an
things,
extremely good thing to do.
things to say.
And it would be maybe less frustrating.
Well, let's please have the microphone in the center aisle, and you can come and line up with the microphone.